What is up, watch people? Watch people. No. That was bad. Let's start again. Take two. What is up, watch friends? Welcome to another episode of Talking Timepieces with Tony. I'm Tony, and thanks for watching, everyone. Today I am wearing my Rolex Oyster Perpetual 36mm 126000 green dial. Awesome watch. Anyway, so in today's video, I just wanted to talk about a couple of things. Rolex, as pretty much the only luxury brand that anybody knows about, for the most part. And then also, a lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people do ask me about my bracelets and where I got them and what they are and whatever. So let's just roll the intro and we'll talk about it. All right.
You're watching Timepieces with Tony. Talking Timepieces with Tony. That's me.
All right. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving in the United States anyway. And I hope everyone's having a great weekend. Today is Saturday. And first and foremost, it's primarily a watch channel. Sometimes I like to talk about other things and whatever. But just wanted to bring up my bracelets first and foremost. The beaded bracelets are made by a friend of mine. She does this full time, and she's a pretty good presence on Instagram. I think she may have an Etsy page as well, and she's known as, it's XOXO from Riss, and I'll put up a thing so you can follow her on Instagram. While you're on Instagram, you can follow me too at the same tag at Tony, Talking Timepieces with Tony. Sorry, I never promote my Instagram page. So, but anyway, she made these for me, and I thought this was really cool. And I'm gonna throw up a video of some of her work that she does. She does custom work, and what I initially had found about her is I had posted what I found out about her is I've known her forever. I didn't know she made jewelry and stuff like that, bracelets and necklaces. I had posted a picture of this on Instagram. This is my Swatch diver, 200-meter diver I bought at in the Grand Cayman Islands when I was there in January of 1995. And I went scuba diving in this watch, and through all these years, I still have it. There's a long story, but I found just the watch head in a box. Didn't work, and I didn't think it'd ever work again. Then I got a battery, I put a battery in it, and it runs perfect. It's great, it's awesome. So I posted a video of this. Some of you may have seen this, or at least a picture on my Instagram page. And she then contacted me and said it'd be great to do a bracelet to match the watch. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. Okay, that'd be really cool. So not only did she do that, what she did is, let me take this watch off. She matched the color. She did a color palette and matched all the colors in this watch. And she made me two bracelets. She made, let me show you the first one. Let me put this watch on first. Okay, so she made this one first. Let me take it off. That match all the colors for this. So it looks really cool when you put it on like that. She made me the black onyx obsidian. The silver bracelet, I think I just got it from like Amazon or something. People ask me about that too. Sometimes people go, hey, what's the gold thing you're wearing? And I'm like, gold? And like, the bracelet, you idiot. I'm like, dude, I don't have any gold, it's silver. So anyway, she made me these two bracelets. She sent me this handwritten card, which I thought was really awesome with it. And it basically says, hey, Tony, hope this serves as a daily reminder that even through all the hell and back, you still run perfect. I thought that was awesome. The onyx, obsidian, and tourmaline is to ward off all the bullshit. Then a little heart. Wear them in good health, Riss. Riss, she's really cool. So I've known her for about 17, 18 years at this point now. And she's got a great sense of humor. She can be really funny, and she's a smart ass, and I like that. I also have a picture of her and me at Halloween. I dressed as Axel, and she dressed as an Indian. But I also have a picture of her humping a unicorn. I got you, wrist, dude. She posted a picture of me acting like doing some weird gay thing when she said, send me some pictures with the bracelets. Anyway, she does custom work as well, necklaces, bracelets, whatever. And it's really good quality. And check her out, man. XOXO from Riss. So thank you, Riss, for the bracelets. I wear them daily and I really appreciate it. Now let's go on to the Rolex, okay? So quite frankly, my dear, people don't know any watch brands other than Rolex. When you're talking luxury brands, if you ask anyone, you know, what luxury watch brands do you know? Some may bring up like something like Movado. You know, at one point Movado were a luxury brand. But when you talk about high-end luxury, everyone's gonna know who Rolex are, you know? Everyone, Rolex, 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 right? And that's because they've got an insane marketing campaign, and they always have had. You know, I mean, this is the first brand I think I ever remember knowing about as far as luxury watches go. So most people aren't going to know anything other than the name Rolex. They're not going to know the difference between a Submariner, an OP, a Yachtmaster, a Datejust, you know, Sky Dweller, Sea Dweller, whatever. They just know the name Rolex. Also, for the most part, people are going to ask you if they're not into watches, if it's real or not. Is that fake? Because that whole fake thing is just, you know, as far as most people are concerned, you know, a Rolex is out of reach for anybody. It's still a rich man's watch, so to speak. And this, I'm talking about the general population. I'm not talking about us, you and me, that know the difference. You ask someone if they know what a long end zone is, and they're going to go, huh? Recently I was talking to someone who does know watches, who does have a Rolex, never heard of Zenith, right? Again, never heard of Zenith. I thought they were made VCRs and TVs and things like that, you know what I mean? Or a Patek Philippe, you know, most people aren't going to know what Patek Philippe are. You're going to get into the secondary of Rolex can you name 3 luxury brands? Well, the thing is, people are going to know who Cartier are, because Cartier are primarily a jewelry house, right? But they are also watchmakers, and they make extremely fine timepieces. But a lot of people will know who Cartier are as well. Cartier is the number 2. Rolex has 30% of all Swiss market as far as watch sales goes. Cartier has 2, is the second, and Omega is the third. So a lot of people will know who Omega are simply because of the James Bond affiliation. But anything other than that, you know, you take a frickin' Nomos and you tell someone, you know, if they ask you, what is that, a Nomos? And then they're going to go, oh, it's just a nice looking watch, or maybe you won't think it's a nice looking watch, but they're not going to know that they're made in Gosuta, Germany. They're all in-house handmade. The people don't know this thing. I was at Thanksgiving with my friends that are primarily in the entertainment industry, and they make far more money than I do. And they wear Fitbits and, you know, things like that. They don't, you know, they know what Rolex is, and they know what Cartier are. But for the most part, you know, no one has a clue, and they don't care either. That's the whole thing. No one gives a shit if you wear a Rolex or not. You know what I mean? I've said this too as well. You know what I mean? I could just as easily walk around wearing my Timex, no matter what situation I'm in, and no one is going to give a shit, unless I'm at like an AD authorized dealer party or whatever, or I'm around a lot of watch people, which is rarely ever, because I'm never around people that are into watches, you know. And that's, I say never, I am, but very, very, very rarely and occasionally. One girl at the party was wearing a Vacheron, but she only knows the watch because it looked cool and it's a luxury watch. But knowing about the brand, she has no clue. Naming other brands, no clue. And I'm excluding Cartier and Rolex, you know what I mean? But for the most part, Paco's flying around the house at 150 miles an hour. That's probably because he's been sleeping all day. He's all tired from doing nothing. So having said that, you know, when you get into it, people will know the name Rolex. They know the brand name. They know it's an exclusive high-end timepiece, whatever. Now, granted, you know, with us watch people, you know, of course we know all the reference numbers and the models and whatever. Hans Wilsdorf. You ask anyone who, you know, name a famous watch brand, they go Rolex. Who's the founder of Rolex? They're gonna go, no clue, right? You know what I mean? Who's Terry Stern? You know, this is Patek Philippe, right? Or, you know, anyone else, right? They're not gonna know. So, you know, these are watches we keep for ourselves, and again, with our friends or people that do know watches, right? If you're wearing a Lange or whatever other brand, and you're trying to flex, you know what I mean? No one's gonna give a shit. You could have someone walking into a room with one of them gaudy ass fucking Invictas, right? And people will go, oh my God, that's really nice, what kind of watch? And they'll completely ignore the fact that you got a Submariner on or whatever else, because they just think the watch looks cool, right? So a lot of times people will compliment you on a watch, not knowing what it is, and they don't care. If it looks cool, and that's it, you know what I mean? I got a question a while ago. Someone asked me, how do you know if it's a true watch person if you saw them on the street? You know what I mean? What kind of watch would they be wearing? Anything. If someone came up to me and said, oh, nice Nomos, then I know they're a watch person for the most part. You know what I mean? Because, again, who knows the brand? So having said that, I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. One of my viewers, Crackers, and then some numbers behind it, kind of just gave me this really quick inspiration to do this video on the fact that nobody knows Rolex. And of course, I've stated that before too, you know, and it's all about who you are as a person, not what you wear. But you want to enjoy what you wear, and what the hell does it matter what anyone else thinks you have on your wrist? You know what I mean? Or like my sister commented, saying that she doesn't like the Instagram pictures where people are holding their watch up next to the steering wheel of their Ferrari or their Lambo, things like that. And because she's like, that's more like a flex thing, isn't it? And I'm like, yeah, I think so. I think truly the people that are doing that kind of flex thing aren't always truly watch people. They're just doing the flex, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that either if that's what you want to do. Again, it's not all about, you know, having the fancy cars and the luxury goods, but when you have a luxury channel, then that's kind of what it's all about. Like I have my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, not my official Facebook page. I mean, I don't think anyone on that page knows I have a watch show, or I collect watches, or know anything about watches. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things that it's the wrong crowd. You know what I mean? Know your crowd. On my music Instagram page, I don't post watches, you know what I mean, or whatever. So I keep my watch flexing shit to my Talking Timepieces with Tony Instagram, and then I have this show. And then any watch I wear, when I wear it, I don't walk around thinking I'm, you know, walking into the room with the Rolex first or whatever. And if people compliment it, then very cool. If not, that's cool too. Also, I spoke with Juan at Bindi last night on the phone. We had a great conversation. Maybe something soon coming up. But anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video. I hope everyone's having a great weekend. Again, it's a holiday weekend here in the United States. So having said that, hope you like, subscribe, and I enjoy the videos. I appreciate all of you. I really do.